All right, sitting here today with head women's soccer coach John Cullen. John, weekend results were not ideal, but what kind of positives can you take out of last weekend?
Yeah, the results went against us, and that's bitterly disappointing because I thought we put a lot into both games, created a tremendous amount of opportunities. The box score says that we lost the games, but the statistics side says we won the games, and that's the difficult part for us right now, is that we're probably not getting the results that our performances merit. So we've got to be better in those categories. I mean, we've outshot two opponents at the weekend that yet come away 0-2. And that's difficult, and it's those fine margins right now that are the difference maker in games. We're not converting our chances and the mistakes that we are making, and we're getting punished on. So, like anything, you get back to work and you improve on the small details, and it's just those little margins that are changing games for us. So, hopefully, we continue to keep creating the chances that we've been creating, and we take a few more of them. And then at the back, we minimise our mistakes and keep it down to a very low-cost error. And hopefully we'll find ways to win those, tough games.
One player that stepped up over the weekend, Perry Bonner, came out with 2 goals, including the goal Friday night. Just talk about her development. 3 goals last year, 2 RA this year. What have you seen in her?
Well, she started the season well. She came back fit after the summer, looked very strong, looked very much prepared in terms of what we needed her to do, and the talking that we did in the pre-season and the spring season. But unfortunately, she's got a little concussion there that's going to keep her out for another 7 to 10 days, which is unfortunate because she was hitting a nice little spell, playing well, scoring goals, and strikers will tell you once they see the ball hit the back of the net, it just exudes confidence, and her game was starting to grow. The girls were starting to believe in her. So, we're going to lose her for a couple of games, which is difficult, but that's an opportunity for other players to establish themselves and step up and show what they can do.
Getting those other players to step up, I'm sure that's one of the focuses for Thursday's game against Liberty. What do you need to have happen Thursday to be successful?
Well, again, we've got a very tough opening stretch of the season, 5 straight road games, and when you go on the road, you just got to make sure that you are very much in the game at the start, very disciplined, very much organised and tight, and giving very little away. Everybody doing their roles very clearly. We've got to minimise any mistakes and keep them to a very small margin. And then when we're in front of goal, we've got to take our chances and put us on the front foot. I think the biggest thing when you go in on the road is just, you're going somewhere different. You're going to play a program on their own stadium, and usually you're going to get their best game. We've just got to make sure that we just minimise our mistakes. I mean, our focus this week has been all about us. Very little have we discussed Liberty, and very little have we discussed Clemson, our next opponent the weekend. We've just kept the focus on us. What can we do better? How do we do it better? And when do we do it better? And more importantly, the pride in doing it better. So I think if we do all those things cleanly and collectively, I feel good about our chances of getting a positive result on Thursday.
All right, John, good luck Thursday afternoon. We'll be talking to you again soon.
Appreciate it, Travis.